in January when it sold out during its first airing. It is back, and it is a today's special value at the lowest price we found of $64.98 for easy payments of $16.25. The Bell & Howell InstaSeal Upright Bag Vacuum Sealer. Look at that avocado. It is getting all of the air sucked right out of the bag, but it's not squishing that avocado. This keeps food fresher longer. This is how we reduce that food waste and allows us to bulk buy. With groceries being so expensive, this is the perfect way for you to buy in bulk and not have to worry about having to eat everything all at one time, because now you can absolutely vacuum seal or seal your bag to perfection. This is absolutely fantastic and such a great way for us to go ahead and preserve our food, extend that freshness and extend that shelf life, because so oftentimes we end up throwing food away because it goes bad because we don't finish it all at the same time. This is a wonderful moment that we're seeing, especially here with our very own Perfect Gourmet pot stickers, which is absolutely fantastic. Now you saw the vacuum seal, and now here is that vacuum or the seal all on its own. Two different functions. This is wonderful. And not to mention this adorable little slim profile that this is. So here's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get your InstaSeal Upright Bag Vacuum Sealer right here. You're also going to get the instruction guide, of course, and then you're going to get 6 medium 8-inch by 10-inch pre-cut bags, and then 6 large of the 10-inch by 12-inch. Here are the bags, but do not fret. You can use these on any bags, and we are going to show you what that looks like here. I'm going to just show you what our refrigerator looks like. Take a look at our freezer options down here. Well, right out the gate, I have to show you what this looks like because this is wild. Do you have perhaps maybe a giant piece of fish or something super duper large, a rack of ribs? Well, check this out. This is absolutely fantastic. But of course, for those of us that don't have giant pieces of fish, how about meal prepping? How about your shrimp, veggies, and pasta all in one with the sauce? This is how we meal prep, easy peasy. And this is how we preserve our produce. How about this? Produce is so super expensive, and when we buy it at the grocery store and it's beautifully colored, that means it's at its peak freshness, and if we don't eat it within the next couple days, it goes bad. We all know this story. But this is what I love oh so much right here in our refrigerator. I gotta show you. How refreshing is this gorgeous refrigerator with all of these wonderful things? This, for me, we all want to buy the giant pack of sausage, but what happens when we only use 2 of them? Well, this is how we can go ahead and portion control this out with such ease. We have so many wonderful demonstrations to show you with our wonderful Kylie Watts, who's joining us right now to take us through this fantastic vacuum sealer moment. Absolutely love this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me. Yes, everyone fell in love with this in January.
Yeah.
This is the first time in my career where we launched something, it blows out, and the very next day they're like, please get us as many more as possible.
Of course.
Because it's compact, it's small, it's easy to use, and it's a great 2-in-1 because it's going to vac and it's going to just seal if you want. So you can preserve your food, as you said.
Yeah.
Really, really easy. I'll walk you through how to use it, and then we're going to get sealing, because this one, because of its vertical design,
right,
is going to do things you haven't been able to do with other food sealers in the past, things like liquid. So when you look at the top of it, when you get this home, you'll plug it in. Power buttons on the back. It takes about 60 seconds to preheat. This little button will flash while it's preheating, turn solid blue when it's ready to go, and then you just pick whatever function you want, whether that's seal or whether that's vac and seal. You've got both of them on here, which is great. And you go like that, so that blocks the shadow for you guys, and then you just hit the start button. It is so genius, and it's going to allow you to buy in bulk, save money, and use whatever you need.
Absolutely fantastic. If you picked this up in January, please share your story with us. We want to hear how much you have fallen in love with this at 800-395-1601. Well, as Kylie's going ahead and sort of vacuuming up this soup here, I'm just going to hold right over here this carton of milk to show you the size comparison. Look at this. In fact, the carton of milk stands a little bit taller than the vacuum seal upright. I love the fact that we're doing this like this so we can see that liquid in here, and then it is not going to make a big wet mess, right?
Not at all. In fact, there's overflow protection in it. It's an incredibly intelligent machine. It does all the hard work for you. I'm simply gliding it just because we're using it on TV time here.
Right.
But you could let this go, and now you can see your soups, your chilies, all of that for the first time ever, you're able to seal in a completely leak-free design, which is unbelievable. And just so you know, too, I know we did an avocado live, but I love to show this because our food team sealed this on Monday.
Yeah.
It is Wednesday. You know avocado will turn brown literally within 10 seconds of cutting it if you don't get the air out of it. And that's the thing. Air is, you know, not a friend to food. So we want to be able to seal, and we also want to be able to vacuum seal as well to preserve that lifeline.
I absolutely love that. I just wanted to show you our sort of bulk buy table here because this is a really powerful moment here. So many of us are spending so much money on our groceries right now, and we continue to spend more and more all the time because we have to. Well, look what's happening here. The chicken, the coffee, the cheese, we all want to buy the great big packs of these things, but it's the storage and it's the shelf life that becomes problematic. I love the fact that we even put a little marinade in some of these chicken breasts so that we can go ahead and pop this out of the freezer, put it in the fridge, and let it defrost and marinate at the same time.
Exactly.
So smart.
It's so smart, and that's what I love. Whether you live alone, buying in bulk is going to save us money. We know that. Whether you've got a big family at home, you can portion these out to what you need. So we did some individually, we did some as a pair, we put marinade in some, so you get to customize your food experience. How about things like coffee? Coffee, again, air is not a friend to those kind of things. You want to keep the air out of it. So maybe you have one that you seal because you're using it right away, so you don't need to vac that out. And then you buy in bulk and you're able to portion everything out. What I love about the cheese too is maybe you have certain recipes. Maybe you just need a little to top off a salad or a bigger amount for your favorite pasta dish.
Absolutely.
You can cut your bags to size as well and really make your experience unique to you.
Absolutely. And I love that because, you know, let's be honest, when we buy like a pack of cheese this big, sometimes it costs the same amount as the giant bag. And so we're kind of wasting money this way. This is how we save time, money, and storage space as well. So Kylie, how exactly does this work?
So it's super easy. Again, get it home, plug it in. It takes a minute to heat up. You choose whether you want to seal it or whether you want to vac and seal it, and you hit the start button. Now, the big thing that you want to do, we're going to show you the kind of the top feature of it too, but the big thing that you want to do is align the bag up so it's to the back of the unit. So I'm going to vac and seal right now. I'm clicking that and I'm hitting start, and I'm going to fold this in and just take it to one side. Now there's an auto feed and smart seal technology. So once I start to move this in, it's going to grab the bag and do the hard work for us. Now in that vac seal process, it's going to take that bag about 3/4 of the way. It knows when to stop and it knows when to pull all of the air out. But if you are doing something delicate like a pastry, you can stop it at any time if you just want to pull a little bit of the air out. But take a look at the apples. Again, something maybe you want to make snacks for the kids to take. But when the air hits the apples, they get that brown ick on them. And a lot of the times if you buy them prepackaged at the store, they're more expensive and they've got preservatives on them.
Oh, for sure.
So now you can do this in your own home. Quick, simple, and easy in a footprint that's just so tiny and compact that even the tiniest of kitchens can house this.
This is fantastic. What we're looking at right here, it is taking out all of the air out of those apples, nice and super duper fresh. We've had over 800 orders placed in the show. This is the lowest price we have found on this Bell & Howell InstaSeal upright bag vacuum sealer, $64.98 for easy payments of $16.25. You are getting 12 bags, 6 large, 6 medium, but you can use these on any bags here. We got a video to show you how exactly the sort of inner workings is with this. So I'd love if you could just talk us through this.
Yeah, so you're going to see a couple varieties of things here, whether you want to buy the meats in bulk, the steaks in bulk. You can vac and seal super easy. There are suction feet to this too, so it kind of stays in place, which I love. But because of that vertical design, now we can do things with liquid, things like marinades and soups and things that would make a mess. But here's how it works. Deep diving inside of this, there's smart seal technology that's going to double seal the bags too. So you're getting a double closure. When you're in the vac mode, it knows exactly the air to pull out. And so we'll vac and seal again. Super easy. Literally fold the bag in, take it to the one side, and it's going to automatically start that process for you. So you can see a second we guide it in, it's going to take over and do the rest for me. So vac seal, start, here we go. Pulling that bag, and now if this was our meats, maybe we're making dinner for later, maybe we want to meal prep for the rest of the week, we can do that. Maybe you want to, in the summertime, go to all of those markets and stock up on that fresh produce. Now you're keeping your food fresher for longer. And let's face it, I don't know about you, but I go to the store nowadays and I get home and I'm like, what did I buy? It was $200 and I feel like I got nothing.
Oh, totally.
When you can buy in bulk, you can preserve, you have it fresher for longer. It's just a great thing for all of us to have.
Absolutely. And I mean, this is so so fantastic because we all want to do the bulk buying because we're going to save money in the long run. But what about like the batch baking too? Like maybe we're going to take a lot of time to make a beautiful bolognese or a meat sauce or a big stew or a big soup, and we want to like sort of portion that out, but we don't want to eat it for like 5 meals for the like next few days, you know? We want to have that on standby, and we can do that with this and put this right into the freezer and not have to worry about like losing the integrity of the flavor by all means. But you are going to get the 12 bags, but also you're also seeing just your standard sort of pretzel, chips, crackers bags too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you saw right when we started this presentation, I sealed this right here. This is the bag that your pot stickers are going to come in. So all you have to do is cut it as you eat them. You can make that bag smaller and it will continue to seal. So you don't have to use just our bags. You can use any bags that you find at basically any store that you have right here too.
Great.
And you can use things like your original chip bags. What I will say is kind of give it a little pull on the side.
Crease.
Yeah, a little crease to help guide the machine. Okay. Oh, and this one just turned off. That's an auto shut off feature, which is a great safety feature. So if you accidentally leave this on, you'll just have to turn it off and on. Takes about 30 seconds to preheat. So you can see now it's flashing. So it's preheating up, and when it's ready, we'll be able to seal this bag quick and simple.
That is so fantastic. How many of us have like the half-open cereal boxes or cereal bags in the boxes, or the chips, or the crackers, or the granolas, you name it. This is how we preserve the life of these and really sort of stretch your budget and allow you to not have to waste any of the food, any of your money. We've had over 1,000 orders placed in the show. This is the lowest price we have offered here or found at $64.98. We've had over 6,400 orders placed in the day since midnight. It is 8:48 a.m. I don't know how long these are going to last throughout the day, but we brought these to you in January. First airing, sold out. We contacted Bell and Howell and we're like, we're gonna need this again. In fact, let's make it a today's special value at the lowest price we've found. This is how we keep our food fresher longer, from your produce to even your snacks and pretzels, right?
In their original packaging, which I love too. So you can ensure that every pretzel you take tastes like the first one you take out of the bag, because whether we're just sealing or pulling the air out, we're able to do all of that. So you've seen in this presentation, we've done our pot stickers. We just did our pretzels in their original bag. And all you have to do, people are like, how do you open it up? Just cut the top, and that way you have that beautiful line, so you can reseal it over and over again, which is amazing. So yes, your cereals, your cheeses, all of the things. And how about we talk about, let's do something like our baked goods right now.
Love that.
Maybe it's the summertime, we're having the parties, but we don't need all of our, buns all at one time, but we want to conserve them, right?
Of course.
So again, I would say the hardest part that you have to do is just line it up. And I'm doing this backwards for TV and managing to do it. So
You're doing great, Kylie.
It is so easy. And again, I can let go of it. The machine does all of the hard work for us because it's that auto feed that's happening.
Right.
So it knows when it gets about 3/4 of the way to stop and pull out that air. But if you have something delicate and you don't want to crush it because it is powerful, you can stop this at any time too. So it really has a lot of great technology built inside. So now we're pulling the air, and you figure when you get the bread, there's a little tiny bit of air in it. So we're going to take it. Then we're just going to stop. It'll feed the rest of the way, and now we have beautiful buns ready for when we need them next.
This is fantastic. Think about those croissants or those muffins, maybe your Jimmy the Baker muffins that you've picked up.
I have some of them somewhere.
That is fantastic. This is how, or maybe you bake. This is a great way for you to go ahead and portion control that out. Maybe there's just a couple of you want to put a couple muffins in here, pop that into the freezer, nice and easy, and you don't have to eat all dozen of them within 2 days.
Yeah.
This is so fantastic what we're seeing. Please seal the blueberries, which are wildly expensive.
Yes.
And I mean, think about the produce that is in season, different seasons throughout the year. Maybe you want to have a butternut squash later on in the summer. Well, now you can slice it up right now, put it in the bag, and vacuum seal that up.
And that's the thing. I always look, because it's just Dan and I in our household, and we love blueberries, but the big ones are, we don't eat them. They go bad in time, but there's so much more in cost savings. So now we can buy them, we can seal them up, and then when we're ready to use them, it literally is like preserving them even better than the packaging that they come in too. So you can see we're pulling the air out of the blueberries. We can stop this at any point so we don't crush that delicate fruit, but we're preserving that integrity, saving money in the long run, and organizing our kitchen beautifully.
It's very cool. I mean, imagine like making the bags for like your smoothies. Maybe you wanted to like a little blueberry, little spinach, little strawberry, and now all you need to do is slice that open and pop that right into the blender. This is wonderful. Lowest price we have found, $64.98 for easy payments of $16.25. No air with the blueberries. Love, love, love this.
Yes.
This is exactly what you're getting. You're getting your Bell & Howell InstaSeal upright bag vacuum sealer. You're getting your manual here, as well as 6 large bags, 6 medium bags. However, any bag is going to fit right through your vacuum sealer with perfection. I want to show you our refrigerator again, once again, so you can see exactly what's happening in here. This is wild. Check out our freezer first and foremost here. We've got lots of fun things happening, including your meal prep moment and then preserving that fresh produce, because like Kylie was saying, if you don't use it very quickly, it goes bad, and all of us are guilty of throwing away that produce that goes bad